What is up, guys? Today we need to have a real talk about the state of the Cincinnati Bengals. So, Chase Brown came out recently and said something that really caught my attention. He talked about our terrible 4-10 record, but instead of being down about it, he actually said this might be exactly what the team needs. His point was simple. If the Bengals had finished with a middle-of-the-road record, like 9-8, everyone would have been comfortable. They would have thought, oh, we are close, we just need a few changes. But being 4-10? That is embarrassing. Chase thinks this record is a wake-up call. He thinks it will force everyone to look in the mirror, reflect, and get motivated to work harder next year. Now, I like Chase Brown. I like that attitude. But I have to be honest with you, I think he is wrong. He is hoping for a change, but he is ignoring the harsh reality of how this organization actually works. Here is the problem with thinking that a bad record will fix things. Reflection only happens when you are scared of losing your job. But look at the contracts. This is the safe job reality check. Head coach Zac Taylor is under contract until the end of 2027. He is not going anywhere. Duke Tobin, the general manager? He has been here forever, and he will probably be here for another 20 years. When you know you are safe until 2027, why would you reflect? Why would you panic? Chase Brown thinks the front office is looking at this 4-10 record and crying. I promise you they aren't. They are sleeping just fine because they know their paychecks are guaranteed for years to come. Here is the problem with thinking that a bad record will fix things. Reflection only happens when you are scared of losing your job. But look at the contracts. This is the safe job reality check. Head coach Zac Taylor is under contract until the end of 2027. He is not going anywhere. Duke Tobin, the general manager? He has been here forever, and he will probably be here for another 20 years. When you know you are safe until 2027, why would you reflect? Why would you panic? Chase Brown thinks the front office is looking at this 4-10 record and crying. I promise you they aren't. They are sleeping just fine because they know their paychecks are guaranteed for years to come. Think about your own job, or think about any normal business. If you don't produce results, what happens? You get fired. That fear is what makes people work harder. That is what makes people innovate. You wake up early and stay late because you want to keep your position. In the Bengals front office, that fear does not exist. There are no consequences. If they win, great. If they lose 10 games, it doesn't matter. They stay in power. When there is no punishment for failure, there is no reason to improve. It creates a comfort zone. And right now, the Bengals management is way too comfortable. They have zero motivation to change because they know Mike Brown isn't going to fire them. And that brings us to the owners, Mike Brown and the Blackburn family. Do you think they don't know we are angry? Of course they know. Zac Taylor knows the fans hate him right now. Duke Tobin knows the fans are tired of him. The owners see the comments online. But here is the sad truth. They don't care. Why? Because the status quo still makes money. Their attitude is basically, who cares if the fans are mad? They will still watch. As long as the team is profitable, they are happy. Winning Super Bowls is a bonus for them, not a requirement. When you have an ownership group that prioritizes profit over winning, you get exactly what we are seeing right now. A team that refuses to make changes even when everything is falling apart. Now, you might ask, if the management is so bad, how did we go to a Super Bowl recently? The answer is simple, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is the only reason this team has been relevant. He is so good that he covers up all the mistakes the management makes. When Joe is healthy, he can overcome bad coaching. He can overcome a bad offensive line. He figures out a way to win because he is a special talent. The front office uses Joe like a shield. They hide behind him. They think, see, we are winning. But they aren't winning because of good management. They are winning because they got lucky with a generational quarterback. But we saw the truth this year. Look at what happens when Joe gets hurt. The moment Joe Burrow is not on the field, the whole system collapses. That proves that the coach and the GM have not built a solid foundation. If Zac Taylor was a great coach, the team would still be competitive with a backup. Look at other teams, they survive injuries. But the Bengals? We fall apart completely. This 4-10 record is proof that without Joe Burrow to save them, Zac Taylor and Duke Tobin have no idea how to win games. They have built a house of cards, and without Joe, it all falls down. But here's the scariest part. It's not just the record. It's the players. The latest reports are clear. Zac Taylor has lost the locker room. The players do not want to play for him anymore. You can see it in their body language. You can hear it in their interviews. When a coach loses the respect of his players, it is over. You cannot fix that. It doesn't matter what plays you call if the guys on the field don't believe in you. This is the one thing that might actually force a change. The owners might not care about the fans, but they can't ignore a mutiny. If the players have checked out, the owners have to do something. Change is not optional anymore. It is mandatory. So what can we do? We are just fans, right? Well, we actually have one power left. We can stop spending money. If the owners only care about profit, then we have to hit them in their pockets. Stop going to the games. Stop buying the jerseys. If the stadium is empty, they will finally listen. It is the only language they understand. I know that sounds harsh. We love this team. It hurts to see them struggle. We give them our passion, our time, and our money. But right now, it feels like a one-way love affair. We care about them, but the organization does not care about us. Until the owners get serious about winning, until they stop accepting mediocrity, this cycle is just going to keep happening. Let's hope they wake up soon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is it time to boycott? I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.